What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 36 of the All Drive No Drop podcast. Jacob here and joined by David. He's back. David, how's it going?
It's going good, except allergy season's kind of been kicking my butt. So if I sound kind of nasally, that's why.
Oh, dude. Funny you mentioned that. Today has been really rough for my allergies, so I feel you on that one. At least I'm hoping it's allergies. I'm telling myself it's allergies. I'm not getting sick before the tournament.
Yeah.
I'm not getting sick. It's all allergies. But we got some good stuff today. We're going to talk a little bit about the new Honolulu's coming up, the foam versions. We'll call them NFs. Maybe we'll do a little slight Ripple talk since that's coming out this week.
Okay.
Believe the Friday, right? Friday, May 30th, Friday. I believe that is when it is. We'll talk a little bit about bread and butter, what paddle we're going to play with in the tournament, and a little hot sauce trial, the Carolina Gold Bling Bling. I'm going to try that out, give you our take on that hot sauce. And then had a question from a listener, and we're gonna get to that question. And then David has some paddles he wants to run down. David is going to be a very busy man the next month, so if you want to catch him, you better catch him now. This week is the only time you're going to catch him. He's going to
Yeah.
be gone, so better catch him. And then in the meantime, I don't know. I'll see if I'm going to go solo or if I'm going to bring someone on. Send in your audition tape. For the 3 weeks.
I'm gonna
David's
come
gonna be
back to
gone.
to America and not have a job anymore.
No, it is a short-term audition only. No one can replace David. Um, all right, so let's get into bread and butter first. We might as well do our tasting first. And
Yeah.
David and I both have already tasted this,
Yeah.
and it's kind of hard when a nice looking bottle of hot sauce is sitting in your fridge or counter. You got to try it. But we're going to give you a live reaction. I got this little pretzel with a hot dog. I think this is a perfect like pretzel hot sauce. I don't know what you feel about it because it's mustard. Was it habanero? I think it was
It's
habanero.
it is hot, so it might
Yeah,
be
habanero
habanero.
pepper.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I actually have never tried this style of hot sauce until I tried this one. Let me try a little dab.
Oh, I might
What
have
do you
put
got
too
to eat?
much.
Corn? What? You got a grilled corn?
Yeah, I had a barbecue yesterday, which is why this bottle's like
here
half
am
empty right now.
here I am trying to find something to microwave from my freezer. You got a grilled corn. All right, let's go. Cheers.
It's hot.
it's it's the spiciest hot sauce they have made. Um,
I think it's the best one. I think the flavor is really good on this one.
yeah. Oh, very strong mustard taste. So if you don't like mustard, you're not gonna like this. Well, you can taste the habanero. Uh, and is there a little vinegar in that? I feel like you can taste a little bit of vinegar, but not as much as the that Invader hot sauce that was like really vinegary.
Yeah, this is way better than the Vader one.
Oh yeah, it's like 10 times as good as the Invader one. This if you can't handle spicy, if like someone orders like a medium at any restaurant and it's too spicy, you're not gonna like this.
Mm.
Or
Wait,
if
I had
mild,
a
that
I had a barbecue yesterday, which is why this was already open, but people were just going to town on this. They were asking where it's from. I was like, it's a pickleball company. They didn't believe me.
yeah,
But this is one I would buy.
yeah, that's good. That's their best. I agree. It's their best so far, and that's for their birthday edition. So, what one did you get? I got the Fat Boy
Uh,
here.
Got the Invader.
Ooh, the Invader looks pretty nice too.
I'll
Um,
trade you if you want.
maybe we'll see about it. So let's get into our paddle selection because that kind of ties in. So I don't really have room to do this, but I always love when they do like a hat, like if the college player picks like which college they're going to. I was gonna have all three lined up here: the Invader, the Filth Hybrid, and the Shogun. And I was like, all right, we're gonna do a selection. I've been playing with these this week, and the Filth, I just can't do it. The Hybrid, I can't do it. It's not working for me. It just kind of lacks like some finishing power, and it wasn't pleased. The Invader, I don't know. Everyone tells me this is like a poppy, powerful paddle. For me, it isn't there. So we're going with the Shogun. I don't want to spoil anything, but so we're going with the Shogun for the tournament. I did kind of want to play with the gold paddle. Actually, my plan was like maybe pull it out for the finals. Saying we make the finals. But I kind of heard other people might just play the whole tournament with it, which would just completely ruin me. Like me trying to pull it out the bag at the end because people are already doing it. So it just doesn't really doesn't work if other people are already doing it. It's not special.
Yeah.
So what are you playing with?
Yeah, I think most people already knew this, but I was
The Shogun,
doing
yeah.
the Shogun. Yeah, but I
It,
was I was hitting this for a while, and then I actually broke this one, and then I emailed Aurora just like 2 days ago, and they're shipping me another one, so it'll arrive tomorrow, so it'll be okay. But I was like panicking at that time. I was like, I don't know if I can get one in time, and I don't know if like Doug's like, oh, because they were out of stock for a while. Um,
oh,
and I was like, I don't know if I can get another one. Should I switch to the Fat Boy? So I actually spent a few days playing with the Fat Boy, and I was
okay.
like, oh, I'm playing pretty well with this. But then, I picked up someone else's Shogun and I was hitting with it, and I thought, actually, I think I just play better with this. But
Yeah,
Fat Boy would have been a solid choice too.
yeah. I remember I didn't try the Fat Boy that much this time just because I didn't have too much time to like go through the whole lineup. But I did enjoy it when I was playing with it. You would think that they would have like an extra paddles there. I bet at their headquarters. Don't you think? I don't know.
Yeah, I just probably would want a bit more time to like, get used to
Mm-hmm.
it before instead of hitting
Yeah,
it blind.
I
But
hear
yeah, it
you.
was like the Fat Boy was just like a bit too poppy compared to the Shogun.
Okay.
And I think we're playing indoors, so because of that, that's why I felt, oh, that's where I was looking for
Yeah.
it
Yeah. Yeah.
right
Yeah.
there.
Fair enough.
Um,
Okay. Okay. Well, we'll see what happens. I mean, I think it'll be good for us to have double shoguns. Matching paddles. I think that's just a good strategy in general.
yeah, I
Looking
think the
clean on the
gold
court.
ones are like just too pretty to use. Like I even take the plastic wrap off. Like it just looks nice.
Yeah. I. You know. That's the same thing. It's like, but if it was like in the finals and I could pull it out and win with it, it'd be great. But imagine if you pull it out and you lost with it, and then like I scraped my paddle so much, like
Mm.
I know I'm gonna scrape it at least one time, and it'd just be a shame. So,
Also, I don't know if you noticed, but I just got these new like I don't know what they're called, but they hold the paddles. This
oh, I
brand
thought you.
called Ola Pickleball. I think they make these things, and then they noticed that I've been
Oh,
having the paddles there, so they sent me some to test out. So
oh,
it's
it's
pretty nice.
designed to hold paddles.
Yeah.
Interest. I thought you were about to pull out an award, and you're like, "Hey, I just won this trophy." I'm like,
Yeah.
"Okay." Very cool. Okay. Yeah, I don't have anywhere behind me to place it, but like maybe my wife wants me to put the gold paddle like as a decoration somewhere.
Mm.
She always listens, so let me know. Let me know. um, all right. Anything bread and butter? I mean, you're obviously looking forward to the tournament this weekend. Any thoughts or predictions besides us winning? I mean, that's just an obvious, but
I think we just got the schedule, right? I actually didn't really read. I know it's like it's pretty early for us, but it looks like it's gonna be a long day.
yeah.
But
I
but I mean,
imagine there's going to be good pacing though, because like I imagine you
yeah,
don't want everyone playing at once so people can watch. But
yeah. And the thing, and John, I don't know if you saw, but John can't make it anymore. John Q.
hmm yeah, I
Yeah,
saw that. That's unfortunate. Um, and I mean, it's just going to happen when you have so many people. Like someone's going to drop out, right? Like for whatever reason, you got 28 people. That's quite a bit.
yeah.
So
Oh, and I guess people probably already saw our like promotional picture of us two. Uh,
yeah, the
what's
picture did
funny
not
though,
look like me, to be honest. The face, I was like, didn't look like me. Um, I don't know what you thought about your picture. You don't even wear glasses, do you? That's why I was like,
I
I think it got
wore yeah, I
confused
wore
because I
for
was like,
one Instagram reel. Yeah,
oh, so they got it, just happened to get it off that reel.
yeah. It was like one reel where I was comparing the glasses I was wearing to like basically like a cheaper form of birth control. That was like what the reel was, and then I think Doug just clipped that. It's because I look goofy in them.
I've been wearing Briody glasses lately, and those that I think they kind of look like the one in your picture. It's just very thick framed, and it just look like a super nerd with them.
Yeah.
But
So I was
yeah,
showing people that picture, and I think the thing is like my friends don't know what like you guys look
okay,
like my non-pickleball friends. So like they don't watch any of this stuff,
yeah,
so they don't know
yeah,
what you look like. They don't know what like the other players look like, and so
yeah.
they actually thought that Doug was being racist and got some like random Asian person put in as me. And I was like, no, 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 all these people are AI. Like it's not just me.
That's yeah. I think I saw like one or two that kind of looked like the person, but when I saw mine, I was like, "Ooh, this doesn't look like me at all." I was like, but that's what happens with AI, you know.
Yeah.
And I think the name they gave us was like all drive no tickle, but I was like, not for it. We'll come up with a different name, to be determined. You know,
Yeah.
different team name. All right. Well, hopefully, everything goes well for us there, but it'll be fun either way. So
Yep.
we're looking forward to that.
You all packed,
I'm getting
ready for the
ready,
trip?
getting it ready. Haven't actually traveled with a pickleball paddle before, so this is my first one with the paddle. You don't have to take that out in the security check line, right? You just leave that in the bag.
Yeah, I've done it a few times. They don't check it.
Okay, that's the only question I had because I guess like if they didn't know what it was, they'd probably be like, "Yo, bro, what is this?"
Yeah.
But now I feel like most people should know. They've probably seen a few go through security at this point, so I'm not too worried about it. You packed?
Yep. Should I go in through what I'm bringing or do it like
Yeah,
this?
sure. Go ahead. Like, what's in your bag? What are you packing these days in that bag?
I'm using this like Ghost Sports bag. I think they sent it to us like a while ago, and we haven't really talked about it. But this is like it's like dual purpose, like tennis and pickleball. So, this is like the bag I actually use when I'm playing like our like a higher level game. Because at that point, like I'm only carrying one or two paddles, and this basically can only carry like two paddles. And it's like this
Uh-huh.
back compartment right here, so it just like zips up, and it's meant for your like the handle to like sticks out too, especially for like a tennis racket, because you're only really carrying like a few of them, and it's just like a small compact one. Um, and then in here, just some grip tape. I got the Bodhi, and then obviously I got Braden and stuff. I got his tungsten tape and his grips. And then the shoe compartment. It's empty for now, but I'm gonna be doing the head revolt threes. I was gonna do the squares, but I think one thing I found was that the toe box was just slightly too big for me. And because
Okay.
of that, it was just like slowing me down just a little bit. It was just getting like a
Okay.
little too clunky there. But that's I switched over back to the head revolts. Obviously, gonna be bringing the Shogun, and then last thing I pretty much always carry with me is one of these like resistance bands.
Okay.
I'm old and it just hurt my shoulder a lot, so always nice to do some stretches, especially if I needed to, body bag people. I'm gonna need to like warm the shoulder up.
Oh, for sure, for sure. All right. I also carry a resistance band too. Also got the old shoulder, so got to keep that thing loose, ready to go. Pretty much have the same stuff in my bag. I've been using the square shoes. I've been rotating between those and the Jet Mach 3s.
Mm.
For some reason, I just like rotating through like two different pairs of shoes. It just feels like it keeps my feet feeling better if I like switch between two that I like. So
Interesting.
I haven't had, and it's kind of the opposite. Like the Jet Mach 3s are really light, and then like you said, the squares are a little bit heavier, a little bit with the and being wider. I haven't really felt like being slowed down, by the shoes.
Mm.
But maybe I'm just used to having big shoes. Like they're always going to be on the heavier side. So I don't know. But all right, thanks for doing a David's bag check. That was
So I have this thing. I don't.
wait, what's
It's like
that?
it's actually like a sunscreen stick, but it kind of looks like deodorant. So it's like whenever I put it on my face, it looks funny. But my wife
Oh,
makes me use it, and then usually whenever I pull it out, all the girls know what it is, and all the guys think it's weird that I'm like rubbing this on my face.
I honestly I didn't. I've never seen that. I didn't know they made a sunscreen stick. Okay,
Yeah.
respect. I mean, I have to sunscreen up if we're gonna be in the Florida sun at all, which I know the tournament's indoor. Like I'm gonna need to get some sunscreen. So I already know whose bag I'm looking in. So got all the stuff I got all the stuff I need right there. All right. I was gonna quickly mention these Honolulu paddles, because at first I thought they weren't gonna come out till later, but they might get word on approval sooner rather than later. And these are foam cores. I guess we'll find out a little bit more like detail. From what I understand, there's like the foam perimeter and then a different type of foam in the core,
Uh-huh.
just all foam. That's what I understand, but don't quote me on that because I know he has like a patent pending on it and didn't want to like give stuff away before they got approved.
Mhm.
And then this is called the NFL right now, but it's going to be called the NF because he probably didn't want to get sued. Smart. And then it's going to come in the titanium one too. I think I have it back there somewhere,
Uh,
but I haven't hit that one yet. But man, I really, really like these paddles. Like they're basically just juiced. Not basically, but like I forgot how much I like. I know you don't like this shape, but I really like this shape, and these are more powerful than the J2K by quite a bit. Like I was playing with the Filth hybrid, and then I switched to this, and I was like, I, I was like, man, I can't play with like a non-power paddle right now, which I guess I'm gonna have to, but it's rough playing without a power paddle, and these are gonna be really really good if they pass. So I'm hoping they pass
so they're more
because
than the power series from them, like the J2K Plus and H Plus.
I yeah I think so. I didn't do any test on them. This is just me real feel playing, but I thought they were
Uh,
more powerful, uh, and I loved it. Like just played some of the best pickleball in a while with them. So really gritty too, but I think Honolulu's known for having some super gritty paddles, so with amazing spin. So we'll see. I don't want to like get my hopes up, and they don't pass or it takes a while because I was like, ooh, that could be a Beer City paddle right there. So
oh, okay.
we'll see, we'll see. Um, there's a whole bunch of alternatives, but that one was like if I could, I would right now play with that.
Mhm.
Um, have you got those yet or hit with them or
Yeah, so that's the thing. I guess
okay?
we've kind of talked about at the beginning. So, because we've got the bread and butter event this week,
Yeah.
and then the week after, I'm going to China for that 6-0 factory tour, and I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
be gone for like 2.5 weeks for that. And
Mm-hmm.
so by the time I basically only have like the time between we get back like Sunday from Florida, and then I leave like what Thursday for China at that point. Just
Mm-hmm.
have like a few days to hit paddles, and
Yeah.
that's when like I'm gonna be in a rush. So
Oh boy.
I started telling companies like, okay, if I can't get it on time, like I won't even be able to talk about it. So there's no point even
Yeah.
sending it to them until like after I move it back. So
Gotcha. Okay. Hopefully, um, well, we'll see. That you got little time, and it's going to be precious to what you choose to
yeah.
to go with. Um, Next up, talking about the ripples here. Will you have a review out for the ripples?
Probably not. I'll probably
All right.
maybe just include them in like some paddle comparisons. That's about it.
Yeah. Well, I'll have one. I just filmed that today. R4 is still my favorite shape. Save most of the thoughts, but I think that like the R4 for people that are big hybrid lovers like myself, I think that it's going to be the top power hybrid in the market for me. Um, so we'll see. We'll see what other people think. That's just what I think right now, and we'll have a whole bunch more in the review. Not sure when that review can go live, but I'm not even done with it yet, so we'll see. But for now, really, really like the hybrid. It is unfortunate the swing weights on the wide body and the elongated are a little higher. I
Yeah.
know that puts people off a lot, and especially with the elongated one, because it needs weight. That's kind of a rough area to be in. Like 124 swing weight, sweet spot is smaller than average, and you're like, oh, now I got to add weight. Whew, it is rough. It does hit really hard, but I don't know. Doesn't really
Yeah,
matter
it
how hard you
kind
can
of
hit if you.
reminds me of like with that like Gearbox Pro Ultimate 14s.
Yeah,
Because those are also just like higher swing weight
yeah,
and they needed weight, but it's like, well, there's just not that much, area to add
yeah.
it in without making it too
hmm
heavy.
Yeah, even the Gearbox Pro Powers, those were like 121, 122, and those needed weight, and then those never really got that popular. I mean,
Mm.
I saw, I would say at the beginning when they first came out, you saw a lot, but like it faded quick. I think like the swing weight really got to people in the sweet spot. So we will see what people think. Also, we'll see like what happens over time and their durability because we we don't really have much knowledge of because I think everyone's only had them like 3 weeks maybe. It hasn't been a long time, so we'll see what's going on there. Um, and then let's get to this question. So I'll hold on. I'll make sure I get her name right. I believe it's Katie Potts, but let me because I know she's yep. Oh, Kate Potts. My bad. Pretty close. So Kate Potts, she wrote in from the last podcast. Hello, I'm on my hunt for a new Goldilocks paddle, a new main. You asked to send in questions, so I hope you respond. I've written before. Uh, let's see. Uh, quite okay. Question: the new all foam Groovin laser hybrid 16S that's not approved versus the Ripple V2 R4 versus the Arma T CF or Metallica or possible Goldilocks paddles for me. She likes power paddles that have some dwell to throw and angle my shots, but not too high of a swing weight. The Yola 16mm Perseus Pro 4 was too heavy, too much lag, and the 14mm maybe a little too poppy. Not sure. I'm maining the Hyperion Pro 4 16mm. Sometimes I feel like it has a smaller sweet spot and needed weights to balance and open up the sweet spot. I was maining the Olympus. My Pulse S feels too tingy after a break-in. Ripple V2 R4? Not sure. I have a Beta Ripple R2, but prefer hybrid or elongated. Ronbus Refresh program offers only the R2 shape. I can't trade it in for the V2 R4. Apes is sending me a Pulse X to replace the problems with my Pulse S. Honolulu has their new NFL, but not yet. Please offer your opinions on my next main. Thank you. So
Okay.
it's a lot of information. Um, do you have the Goldilocks paddle for her right off the bat?
So we're saying basically a hybrid power paddle, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah, with dwell time, I guess is what she's looking for.
okay. Um, and then I guess like my follow-up would be like how stiff do you want the paddle to feel?
Yeah,
Because I at that point I would say the Vapor
yeah.
11624.
That's my first thought too. Is what she's saying kind of, and it sounds like she hasn't tried it yet. I think the vapor power is the answer,
Hmm.
Kate. I think that the vapor power is the answer. If you want the dwell time, the new ripples aren't really like I would say it's like average dwell time to below average. Like I don't think you're gonna get what you're looking for if you're looking for extra dwell time.
Mhm.
Especially if you're saying like maybe the 14mm Perseus is too poppy, then you're not gonna like the Ripple. It's poppier. So I think the Vapor Power would be what you're looking for. Um, and then like yeah, the new Honolulus would be up there too, but I just don't know how long you would have to wait. And but yeah, I mean the Vapor Power is definitely a solid, not just a solid, it's a really really good option for what you're looking for. So um,
I guess another option could be like a weighted up C45.
that's true. A weighted up C45 would definitely fit that bill too. I don't know if did she say I think she's comfortable adding weights because she's adding weight. Yeah. So I guess that would be it. The C45 weighted up and it would let you customize more, or the Vapor Power if you just want to go straight stock and you can add a little weight to make it even better.
Because I think for hybrids, like if you're in that power category, it's not that many.
Hmm.
Yeah, because like J2 series is kind of tough to say. Like, their power series, it's a bit unpredictable with that break-in,
Hmm.
and then
Yeah.
we don't know anything about the foam yet, and like when that's going to be available. But yeah, I would say C45 and Vapor for now.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. It's hard to we can't tell you to wait for a paddle that hasn't even passed approval yet, and then we don't know when the launch date. So, but keep a lookout for those in the Groovins because those are really going to be solid too. But for the time being, the Vapor Power and Franklin C45 are great options for hybrids.
Mm.
I can't think of anything else because she already tried all the other hybrids that she's already tried basically. So yeah, okay. Anyone else want to write in questions? Doesn't have to be exactly like looking for a paddle, but I think it's, a useful exercise because I think people have similar things they're looking for. So
Yeah.
never hurts to ask. Uh, and then now, um, David, the floor is all yours for your paddle rundown.
Oh yeah. So I think we just mentioned earlier, but I'm gonna be out for a while, and then there's gonna be some paddles that like I don't know which ones I'm gonna have the time to hit, and which ones I will probably not hit until after I'm back from Asia. But I'm just gonna run through a few of them that I got. So I actually got this. So Pickleball Will was in town, and he gave me this thing, the Governator. I don't know if you know much about this. I think this is like his own design.
I know
Uh,
nothing.
yeah, I haven't hit with it yet, but it feels illegal. It's super gritty. I assume it's like a Gen 2. That's just my guess. It's probably just like a Gen 2 carbon fiber paddle with his design on it. I don't know much about it, but that's one. Yeah, fun fact, he was in the area and then we got some games in, and I hope he does not release that footage. Let's just say that. Other one, I got this Luz got a new paddle. For those of you unfamiliar with Luz, or you guys probably know about like the whole cannon being banned. So this was the other one. This is like the ZZ Blade, and I believe it's a 12/7. So I think this is their competitor to the Paddle Tech. So I haven't hit it yet, but based on what they're saying is like this is a Paddle Tech clone for them that's going to come out at a cheaper price. But we'll see on that.
With the exact same millimeter.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's what I saw. Haven't
they
tried
should
it
have just
yet.
said 12.8.
Oh, yes. But then like you gotta go for like a new like brand new factory mold, and at that point I think that's like another couple grand just to make a new mold from scratch. So that's the
Gotcha.
issue there. And then I did get the elongated and the wide body like Franklin C45s.
Okay.
So these I haven't hit yet, but I do like how they look.
They
And
look really good.
yeah.
I love the red on them. The whatever shape has the red on it. I can't remember because they switched it. It was like red was supposed to be on the elongated. I think now it's on the wide body.
Okay, that makes sense because I was watching
Yeah,
someone else's video and so I thought mine was
yeah,
like swapped.
yeah. They switched what they wanted to do. So
All right, so this is like an elongated one. It's an edgeless, but it's called the Nightblade. It's from like a smaller company called Warping Point. I covered one of their other like edgeless paddles before and wasn't a huge fan of that one. So we'll see how this one is. Based on the numbers right now, this is a pretty high swing weight. It's in like 120s, which is for something that's like edgeless and thinner than 16 millimeters, I believe. That's pretty high, but it does have the design in Italy thing. Oh, yeah, this is a 14 millimeter. I just read it. Um, Kind of just bounced on it a bit, but I haven't really played a game with this one yet. So this is a maybe for me to be hitting.
that's kind of wild to be edgeless, 14 millimeter and in the 120s already.
Well, yeah, that was like the Gearbox for Ultimates too, like the
Yeah.
elongated ones. Yeah. And then I also got the new look for the Super Quartz. So I really
Oh
like this
yeah,
paddle,
looking good.
but I will say this actually plays different than mine, but I think mine was just Core Crush, which is why.
Oh, okay.
Um, but I do like this one better. It's not as like I feel like I kept describing the Super Quartz as being like super powerful, but I think I just had like a Core Crush one. So these have
Okay.
been good. But yeah, that's like mainly it. And then Trigger Grip. I don't know if you ever used these before.
I have not, and I've just seen them floating around, but I really don't think I'd be the person to try that.
Yeah, I kind of put it on and like hit it around for a bit. So
Yeah.
just imagine like it's going over and like wrapped it on. But so basically, I would be holding it like this, and it's kind of like a gun, I guess.
What
And
exactly is it supposed to do?
I didn't read it. I was going to just use it and then see if I felt a difference. So that was
Okay.
my thought process with this.
You didn't try
Um,
it yet though?
no, I just kind of got these, so I haven't had time to
Okay.
like mess around. But
The problem is I will change my grip. Like I have like three different grips I change to, so I really don't know how that would work with that thing on the paddle.
that's what I was thinking too. Yeah, because like you do
Yeah.
have to like rotate, and then at that point, like you're not holding it. So
Yeah.
I haven't really tested that much out yet. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, it seems interesting. Just don't
I
know.
mean it's gonna get comments when you're on the court like what what you put on your paddle route.
think it reminds me a bit of that like old. Was it like was Johnson Cola with Pro XR and he had that weird like
Oh,
grip? It kind of reminds me of that where it's like hard to
like
like switch your grip.
the slanted butt cap thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, this is kind of why I don't really like Hessicore grips either. I feel like it makes it harder to switch your grip. And the problem is like I don't really think about how I'm switching my grip. It's just like I've been doing it so long, it just happens. So if anything's interfering with it, and then I have to think about like, oh, gotta look out for this little nub on my paddle and go around it, like it's I don't know. I have to go read it like what it's supposed to do. Like I guess it's supposed to keep your hand in place. I don't know.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
hopefully I
let
can
me
try
know.
it out before.
Don't be throwing that in the tournament
Yeah.
with me and have that
Let's
on
like
your
bring it like
paddle.
last game. Just like all of a sudden I got this on.
And you're just like lights out. We're like, whoa, trigger
Yeah.
grip. You gotta get the trigger grip. Oh man. All right, that's fine. Um, I
Yeah,
don't.
I think that's it for pals from me. Oh, and then I might try the Onyx Malice. It's over there,
Okay.
so I can't grab it right now. But it's like it's like edgeless, and there's like a really small throat hole. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I think you might have it too, but
That's the one with like the rubber insert in the middle, or
yeah,
no? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. If it's the one I'm thinking about, it kind of played similar to a Power Air. So
okay.
if
Oh, and speaking
it's
of that,
the
I'm also getting the Infinigrits from Selkirk, so
okay,
that's
yeah,
probably a really quick side by side comparison for me.
I just got in that Infinigrit Lux. Got mine in purple. I haven't had a chance to use it yet. Um, but yeah, and let's see what else. The new Franklins. So be hitting those, but obviously, yeah, it's gonna be a little time constraint for me as well this week for getting new stuff. But we'll get there. We'll get there. And obviously, just the Ripple launch is coming up, and then after that, I don't think there's anything. The Arma launch is June 10th. After that, I don't know if anything's scheduled yet. That and then Warping Point did reach out to me, so I guess we will see about that. I know they signed Tina Pisnik,
Yeah.
I guess, so that is interesting. It seems like maybe they have some money to throw around, and I know they're based in China. And then I still wasn't 100% sure about the Italy thing. I did ask them like why is it designed in Italy? And I guess like one of their partners works in Italy. I don't know.
Might be
I
like
was kind of
the standouts also designed in Italy, right?
yeah. I was like that's what I was wondering. I'm like, is it the same person? Because I'm like, how many Italians are making pickleball paddles right now? I mean, it obviously could be more than one, but I was like, oh, coincidence? It's only the second one I've seen designed in Italy, but
Yeah.
we'll see. Um, yeah, I don't have anything else on paddles that I can think about at the moment. I had some other things to bring up, but I think I'll just save it because maybe I'll have to run it solo and I can talk to myself about that. But
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
that's all the what
What are we doing next week? Are we doing it in person or are we doing it when we get
I
home?
I think that we will try to do it in person, probably in like the hotel room or something, and we'll just kind of recap. I think Saturday would be a good one to do it. We just kind of recap the day, like after the tournament, and do a super informal podcast, and yeah, I think that would be a good one. Whether it's going to be good or not, I think it's going to be good. I think we'll be either dead tired or we will have been partaking in a couple Coronas or two. So
Mm.
I think it'll be good either way.
I think the one thing that's gonna be funny is like we're probably the two of the guys there that have like the worst usage of like technology, and so we're gonna try and figure out like how we're doing that in the hotel room.
Uh,
We have like one microphone between the two of us while we're traveling.
um, yeah, I have an idea. I know what we can do, but I don't want to, share any secrets with the other guys because they probably just laugh at us. So I don't want to, I don't want to say anything. Um, the good news is it does sound like some people are already scheduled to record the games. I don't know if that means we can use the footage or not, but that's my plan. Uh, I'll bring
Yeah,
my camera
that
anyway,
that
but
was me in Vegas. I figured everyone else was recording, so I didn't
yeah,
record anything. I didn't really. I don't know if I'll even bring my tripod because if there's already going to be like like nicer camera setup.
yeah. I mean, the email said Lewis and Chris are setting their cameras up, so I'm like, well, if they're taking the space up, just let me know where like the drop box is, and I'll hit that up. So all the better on me because I really don't want to travel packed with camera stuff. So uh, and I just want to have fun as
Yeah.
well. But try to bring the content too. Okay, I'm gonna bring the content too, but I think I'll do like a vlog style kind of thing for like the experience and not as focused on like the gameplay, which I think could be cool, but I think it's more like it's kind of like part for me too, like to do the vlog to remember it. But I think it'll be cool to kind of see like there's never been an event. They've had events where like reviewers have been, but it's not really focused on them, right? It's been focused on like the paddles.
Yeah.
But this one's it's focused on the content creators and I think it'll be a good time. Make for some good content
Yeah,
and
definitely.
fun. But yeah, that's all I got. Anything else, David?
Yep, that's all for me.
All right, everyone. Have a great week, and we'll see you on the other side.